What's going on, quitters? It's another episode of Don't Quit Your Day Job. You know me, I am your host, comedian Maxim Allen. Today is April 29th, 2023. And this week we have a special guest. He is returning to the show and coming to the show for the first time ever in person. Everyone, please welcome comedian Peter Liu.
Nice. Clapping for ourselves. Hello, listeners.
Thanks for coming back on. When you last came on the show, geez, like 80 episodes something ago, a long time. We talked about
OG episodes.
The OG episodes, yeah.
On
we talked
Zoom.
Just the Zoom ones, audio only. We talked about you and your martial arts, Brazilian Jujitsu, all that. And that was a time in this show's history when I was trying to talk about other things besides comedy. And this year, it's all comedy, baby. If someone doesn't do comedy, it's like a little treat because I just know too many comedians. So
that's unfortunate. I've been bombing comedy this year, but I've been doing really good in jiu-jitsu.
Nice. You should combine the two, and you should get an audience member on stage, put them in an arm bar, you know?
People have told me to do that, but I feel like they wouldn't appreciate it.
I think you could get a volunteer.
Do you think I would?
There's people down for it, for sure.
I could choke someone on stage. It would have to be a guy. It can't be a lady. That would not be good for the headlines.
Boston comedian chokes out female audience member.
I'm just reproducing what happens at home, you know.
Yeah. I used to do a live podcast show at the Tiny Cupboard where basically I would get other people's podcasts to come in and I would set up all the live equipment for them so they could do a live episode with their audience members. And Art Kai and Fernando Ruiz have a show called Teach Me Good, where they bring someone on to tell them about anything they're into. It can be like, you know, fandoms or sports or hobbies, whatever. And for the live episode, they had a luchador wrestler from the Bronx come on. And so he talked to them about the world of like the wrestling. And then he took Fernando and he actually did some moves and like flipped him on stage and stuff. That's
crazy.
Incredible.
Yeah. Those pro wrestler guys, they're actual athletes. People don't realize that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I had a coworker who's like really into WWE, and he's like, the thing is when people say wrestling is fake, that's not the whole truth because it does take a lot of effort to do this, you know?
Like it's scripted and everything, but it's still like impressive the athleticism they do. Yeah.
I mean, just
definitely fake, but you know.
Definitely fake, but
100% fake, without a doubt.
And I guess a lot of it is like, some of it is improv as well. Like sometimes just the way that you're interacting in that space. If you guys mess up a move or something gets complicated, both people have to make a decision on how to play out the scene. And that's I don't know. There's something kind of theater kid about that.
I feel like the WWE guys would be very offended if you're like, you guys are just doing improv, right?
What you could tell like real like Greco-Roman wrestlers be like, yeah, you guys are just doing improv.
Yeah, you guys are doing
They're like, no, we're fighting.
You guys improv the same. What?
So, Peter, how long have you been doing stand-up comedy?
5 years.
5 years. Nice. We're kind of in the same level here.
Yeah. What are you? 5, 6?
4.5.
Okay. Yeah,
4.5. So almost at 5 this year.
Yeah.
But
yeah. That's how I counted. That's the same.
You're like, oh yeah, it's 4 years and 2 months. So did you grow up in a family that was into stand-up comedy at all? What was your like earliest, like when did you start getting into comedy when you were younger?
I grew up in a family that created material for stand-up comedy.
Oh, that's a good way to put it.
No, I don't think my family's that into comedy. I think now that I've thought about it a little bit more, I think my dad is actually like some of my funny probably comes from my dad. Like he's actually kind of funny. Like he's kind of like aloof sometimes and does like stupid shit that doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
And then my mom was like super, super strict.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I think that's like a dynamic that's very common.
Yeah.
I think dad humor is something that like when you're younger, sometimes you don't appreciate it or you don't quite get it. Then when you're an adult, you're like, oh yeah, we're like, we've locked in.
Yep.
So when did you start discovering stand-up comedy?
I think as a kid, I always watched like some type of comedy. Like you watch like things that are funny because it's like nice, right? And then college, I think, is when I got into like actual stand-up. I watched like a lot of Chappelle specials, and like my roommate was like really into like pirating things illegally.
Nice.
So he like gave me like a bunch of movies and a bunch of shit, and like we'd watch a lot of like stand-up specials. And it's funny because I went to school in the East Village.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So like I was technically surrounded by a lot of comedy.
Yeah.
And I didn't like fully take advantage. Like I went to some comedy shows, but like now when I come back, I'm like, I went to school on this block. I could be so good if I started then, you know what I mean? Like,
was it NYU? Or
no,
was it a different school?
Cooper Union.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. You left the hot spot to go to Boston.
Yes, I left the hot spot to go to Boston and create enough trauma to start doing stand-up.
Nice.
That's how you do it. Yeah.
What were your early favorite comedians?
Let's see. It was probably definitely Chappelle. Russell Peters. Russell Peters, the OG. I remember because he was the first like, oh, that guy's kind of Asian.
Yeah.
There's a whole debate whether or not Indians are Asian or not. Like, kind of, not really. But in this case, yes, because I was like, oh, there's like a kind of an Asian guy up there. You know what I mean? Like doing stand-ups. That was pretty cool.
He's someone that's like, it seems like he doesn't have a ton of renown in the States, but internationally,
he's huge.
Yeah, he's massive.
He's massive. But yeah, I remember like his YouTube videos back in the day. Like those were like really funny. Those were like the first ones that got circulated. He had some stuff about like him and Indian dudes and Chinese dudes can't do business or stuff like that. He has a lot of like immigrant parenting stuff where like it's like you're gonna get hurt real bad. Like I don't know if you remember that, or like it's like him like his parents are like whooping his ass and he's like I'm gonna call Child Protective Services or something, and he's like you go ahead. And he's like I just know, and he's like why aren't you scared? And he's like I know that it's gonna take like half an hour for them to get here.
Oh
and the
yeah,
time that it takes to get you, you're gonna get hurt real bad.
Yeah,
that was like a nice callback.
I've heard that one.
You ever heard that one? Yeah. So yeah, he had some stuff that I could relate to. I thought it was funny, and he was like Asian enough. Yeah, so him, and then who was afterwards? I don't know, probably just like big name, like Kevin Hart. I guess that was a pretty big one. Burr. I think I like Burr more as time passed. More recently, I don't know. Let's see. There's a lot of comics. Mo Amer, he's funny.
No, I
I
don't
like
know.
Mo. You don't know? Palestinian comic. Ronnie Chang,
Of course.
yeah, he's leading it for the Asians out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's really supportive all the way down the food chain.
No,
which
he
is
actually
dope.
is. He's very nice. He like I met him in Jujitsu.
Really?
Yeah, doing at Marcelo's, and like we trained a couple days, and then he did his like Beacon Theater something, whatever.
I went to that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was great. What was crazy though is like this was leading up to his next special.
Right.
And
Yep.
we went, and it was like what's wild is like it's a full like hour, 45 minutes to an hour set, right? The first like 15, 20 minutes, like, oh, this is like tight, refreshed, like good material. Then the whole back half, I was like, this dude is just treating this like an open mic. Like he's just, I mean, it's all fleshed out, but he's just working it out up there.
I had the same. I saw Joe Coy when he was in Boston. He did the Beacon Theater, which is like the nicest theater in Boston. The Wilbur is the biggest theater. Most people know that one. And then the Beacon is like 1,300 and it's like nicer. But I saw Joe Coy there, and he did a relatively polished set. He was like still kind of fucking around. And then like a month later, I saw him at MSG. MSG seats like 12,000 people. And I had the same thought. I was like, oh, fuck. The Wilbur or like the Beacon is Joe Coy's open mic.
Yeah.
Right? I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, because MSG is just like so big. I was like, the Wilbur is just like section F of MSG. It's like puny. And that was crazy.
After the Ronnie Chang show, I like had like a light bulb, like a switch flipped in my brain, because I was like, oh my God, like any indie show, any club show, any big show you could ever like want to do, like, oh man, I'd love to do that show sometime. That show is some other comics practice room. Which is like,
but it's the same us down, right? Like
Yeah.
you're like things that you have where you're like, oh, this is where I practice. That's some lower comics. Like I really want to do that spot, right? So I guess, but yeah, the way it scales is crazy, right? Because you're like at a certain point, oh, people are doing open mics in arenas. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. It's almost like it feels like Dragon Ball Z power scaling.
It is. It gets crazy at a certain point.
Where it's like at my level, I'm like, we're just fighting in the tournament before they have like chi powers and stuff like
and then
that.
Vegeta punches the machine and just explodes it.
Yep.
You're like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's like, oh, these guys get to fight on the whole scale of a planet. That's wild. So did you do any like improv or any theater or performance type stuff before stand-up comedy? Anything in school?
No, I didn't do any. Well, I took like English / we had some like acting things that we did. That was kind of fun. I did that a couple times. I remember my teacher be like, "You have a knack for acting." I was like, "Thank you. I'm Asian. I'm not allowed to pursue this."
This is off the table.
This is
for
off
me.
the table, but thank you. I appreciate it. And then I think in college, I went to like an engineering. It was like engineering, art, architecture.
Yeah.
And then like they had one class that was like it was like theater and playwright as a humanities elective. So I remember taking that, and that was kind of fun. Like writing your own screenplay, acting it out, and you had to act in other people's shit too. Nobody remembered their lines. It was quite terrible actually, because like you're in like there's like 10 people in the class. Everyone has a play, and you're in like 5 people's plays. All on the same day. You're not gonna remember everyone's lines. So people are like holding pieces of papers. But I think there was like a little bit of. Is that good? Oh, there's a little bit of creativity that's been there, maybe stifled, but it's been there.
Okay, but you've like touched on it a bit.
Yeah.
So in college, did you have the idea of like, oh, I want to do stand up at all, or was that like later?
Oh, it was way later. It was like I feel like most people's stand-up start stories are all kind of like the same. If they're like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I always wanted to do stand-up, but I never did. And then they're like, and then my wife left me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Actually, there was a theme on this podcast for the first like year and a half. Almost every comedian I interviewed, probably like 70% of them started after some type of breakup.
Yeah.
Like it's so common.
Yeah. Like Rio. You know Rio? Japanese dude.
Oh yeah. He was hosting the show last night. Yes.
Oh yeah. Like even him, like we were talking about how'd you get started. He was like, oh, I started whatever 6 years or whatever they would go. And he was like, right after my divorce. I was like, oh yeah, that checks out. I was like, they're all like the same stories.
So you graduate from and you leave New York.
Yeah.
You go to Boston right away.
I went straight to Boston.
Okay, so and this is where you start comedy, right? Boston?
Yes, Boston.
So what was your breakup?
What was my breakup?
No. What was the thing that made you get out there and try
honestly, I think it was a combination of things. It wasn't just the breakup. It was like
but there was one.
But there was a breakup. The breakup definitely contributed to it, but it wasn't like so like the girl that I was dating at the time, we broke up, right? And I was like, whatever, fine, regular sad, right? But then, I was like, I had a plan. I was like, this is fine. I'm gonna put all my energy into jujitsu, become a jujitsu beast on the mats.
Right.
I had a plan, right? But then, like 2 weeks into that, one of my friends, my training partners, jumped on my leg, and then like he snapped my tibia. So, so then I couldn't like walk, so I couldn't do stuff for like a very long time. So I think it was during then that I was like, okay, well, so I was gonna put all my physical energy into a thing, so, you know, it's just like, you know, but then I couldn't do the physical thing, so I was like, all right, and then I just started like writing. That's what I started doing, and then I couldn't like go back to jiu-jitsu immediately either. I had to like heal the leg. It took like a bunch of months, and I was like, you know, this is a good time to fucking do stand-up.
Nice.
Also, I think it probably was somewhere along the line when I was probably listening to Rogan podcast at the time, and I was like, if this motherfucker can do it, I can do it.
I've said this before on this podcast. I feel like before I started, I would watch a bunch of stand-up specials, and some of them were amazing, and then there'd be some that I'd be like, I could definitely do better than that, you know?
Yeah. I feel like people will shit on that, but I feel that's how everyone gets started, technically, right? Everyone sees the person and they're like, I could do that. I can do that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. You know what I mean?
And I feel like, and with like Rogan specifically, the bar is kind of low. Like, we can all respect him as
neither
a podcaster.
of us are ever gonna do the comedy mothership now. It's
never.
It's done.
Whatever. It's okay. But it's like with like a guy like that, it's like I think one of the aspects and like a weird thing about comedy too is like people be like, oh, Rogan's stand-up sucks, but he's a good podcaster. And I'm like, that still makes him a comedian. And he's still in the universe of comedy.
Yeah, he's still a comic.
Yeah.
I don't think Rogan's like the best comic, but he's like, I think people give him extra shit because of how successful he is.
Right.
Like if he was just like a, like a regular headliner guy, people would just be like, oh yeah, that's another comic. But because he's like the most successful comic with the biggest podcast, I was like, oh, he's not as funny as I want him to be.
Yeah. If he was the funniest guy, none of us would be doing this. Like,
exactly.
If you had the best podcaster also being the funniest comedian, you'd be like, what are we even doing here?
There's a reason why like Chappelle doesn't have a podcast.
Yeah, it's probably for his sake that he doesn't have a podcast. He'd be saying some fucked up shit. But yeah, so you get started during an injury phase. I think I'm remembering this from our last episode. You also talked about playing a lot of Magic the Gathering at this time. Oh,
yeah, dude. I think, that was part of it too. Because I was like, I played a lot of Magic the Gathering as a kid. That was like my first like business / like thing I got really into, I guess. Because like I would like, my parents wouldn't buy me shit. So I had to like get really good at Magic the Gathering so that I could go to tournaments and beat up other people and win booster packs. The packs, and then I would sell the cards, and that was my business.
Whoa, that's you were hustling.
I was hustling at whatever 11.
Dude, I remember in high school Friday Night Magic, like I would go and just get my ass handed to me, and it felt like every week the same like 2 or 3 guys were always winning the 5-pack reward.
It's like the most autistic guys that are winning. Definitely.
Yeah. And I mean, in hindsight now that I have a big boy job and I'm not a high schooler with like no money, I'm like, oh, it would be so easy to buy just as many packs as you
could
want.
Just buy now you're an adult, you're like, I'm just gonna buy the stuff. I can make the deck that I want. I don't have to buy boosters hoping I pick up something. Right. But it's I was really into Magic the Gathering as a kid, and then I guess the company that I was working for at the time, there were like other nerds available. So this one dude actually started a league, so I started playing Magic, and then it was coincided with the same time that I couldn't move or do anything else. So I thought that was kind of funny. I was like, I actually had a couple jokes about it. It was back in the day. It was like I don't know.
It's good to get a break sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, not like breaking your leg, but you know. So you start writing during this time. Do you go to your first open mic during this recovery period, or are you just kind of writing for a while?
I was writing for a bit, and then I actually ended up taking a class with my friend.
Oh, really?
Improv Boston. And we took the class. By the way, classes are really just like very strategic bringer shows. Like I didn't like, people were complaining about, I was talking to some comic about bringer shows sucking, and then I was like, a comedy class is the ultimate bringer show where they don't even pay you and you pay them. Like at least the bringer show, you don't pay them, you bring people. But the comedy class, not only do you pay them, but for that final class show, you also bring the people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, damn, that's like the best scheme. Anyways, so I took one of these classes. And then I think during the class, it was like relatively supportive. I think it's good to start off supportive in comedy because everything's just so shit afterwards. Right. And I remember like we would workshop in class and stuff, and they don't really teach you much in a comedy class. Right. It's just like, hey, take the mic out, don't go over your time.
Yep.
Rule 3. That's really it. Right. There's not much you can really cover. Right. Like you just kind of workshop some stuff. And everyone's was probably like relatively bad, but we thought we were good, you know? And then like, I think before the final like class where you just like perform, we all went to like an open mic, and then I was like, this is so different. Why is no one laughing at my jokes? Why is no one even looking at me? Why is that? You know what I mean? Like you're just in like this dark, dingy room with like 30 other sad comics, just like, fuck you, guy. You know what I mean? So
the vibe difference is immense.
Yeah, it's very immense from just like, just like young nerd. And you were nice about it. Like the other day, remember when we were at the New York Comedy Club with the two young
the volunteers.
The volunteers, they're all like, they had that hope in their eyes still.
Yeah.
It's like that versus like you go to an open mic and you're like,
We met these volunteers. One of them was like, I've been wanting to try stand-up comedy, but I haven't done it yet. And I said, oh, you should, like, definitely just write some stuff down. Just don't be worried about it. Just go to open mics. Listen, tons of people are friendly. And Peter was like, don't start.
I was like, quit now.
Quit now.
Go home and stab yourself with a knife.
It's I also like in that specific situation, because they were already at like a stand-up comedy show, I was like, yeah, just like
you were nicer.
Be nice about it. If other people just out in the wild say they want to try comedy, I just tell them to take an improv class. I'm like, do an improv class, you'll goof around, you'll have a good time. And if you like it, just keep going and do other stuff. But then also you don't have the one, you make friends. Two, you don't have the soul crushing bomb that deters so many people from actually getting deeper into stand up. I don't know.
I would say that the class is good for that, because it's like it gives you some people to start with that you all kind of suck and you're at the same like pace. You can like kind of workshop, and then like people are scared to go open mic sometimes. Yeah. So it's like, hey, like, are you going? I'll go with you. You know, like that type of stuff. Eventually, you have to grow out of that, but like I think it's probably nicer to have a more welcoming experience.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I think most people a lot of people go to their first open mic with friends.
Yeah.
Which it makes total sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
I think I watched 2 open mics alone, and mine I brought like me and another friend did it, and there was like 2 other friends that came to watch. But when I hosted the Tiny Cupboard, my like 5:30 mic, I'll get first time comedians, and it'll be funny because they'll sign up and they'll have 3 friends, and someone will record them the whole time. I'm like, you don't want this video.
You don't know it yet, but you don't want this video.
There was one dude, he came, he brought his friend. He did a set. It went fine. You know, it was the first time. And afterward, I like came up to him. I was like, hey, great job. I'm glad you got up. Like, just keep doing it. There's lots of mics here. Everybody's friendly. Yeah. And his adrenaline was so high that he couldn't even like converse. He's like, yeah. Thanks for letting me up. Just thank you for letting me be here. I was like, whoa, I forgot what this is like.
Oh yeah. That like, yeah, you forget that. Like, you're like, oh, I'm scared to go on stage. What do I say? That whole thing. Yeah.
Dude, I feel like I would get like butterflies for a long time. And now it's just like, oh, I'm next. I have like a little bit of like all right, but
you're like, oh, I gotta be a little bit awake. All right, okay, cool, let's go. All right, yeah. That's probably a good thing, right? Like you like kind of like forget, like you adapt, you evolve so quickly, you kind of just forget. Like even with like the pandemic, I feel like everyone just kind of forgot it already.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like how that was some crazy shit we went through.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking this morning is on the subway platforms they have those like social distancing sign that's like keep a safe social distance from others. And I was like, in 80 years, this like social distancing like sign aesthetic, that's going to be like the keep calm, carry on was in like 2012, 2013. You know, it's like it'll be like an antique type sign.
Aesthetic type thing. Yeah.
But I don't know. I think comedy is like getting good at comedy. A big part of it is becoming numb to the things that scare you.
Numb to pain,
which is like the bombing, the getting on stage, all those things, you know?
Just like jujitsu.
Same
thing. Exactly the same.
If you break every limb once, you'll never break them.
You can't hurt me. You have no idea how much I've already hurt myself. No one hurts me but me.
Yeah. I was thinking about trying it, and then I saw a video of the mats at a jujitsu gym and how wet they get, and I was like,
they get pretty wet.
I'm good. Yeah. I'm all right.
And it's not all sweat.
It's not all sweat. It's also pee and cum.
Mostly cum. No, it's actually probably sweat and staph. That's what you got to watch out for.
Staph,
ringworm.
Oh, like the bacteria,
like staphylococcus. Yeah,
oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's probably just shower. You'll be fine.
Yeah,
you'll be fine.
Ew.
I don't try to convince people to do jujitsu, just like I don't convince people to do comedy because I know how hard it is.
Yeah,
and I feel like it's one of those things where it's like you have to be pretty self-driven.
Yeah.
To like, you got to be able to eat some shit to your ego, some pain, and then like, so I'm just like, I feel that's why I'm like, I don't actually discourage comics from doing it. Granted, that's funny. It's fun to do, but it's just like I don't like because you know like you do it, so you know how much it takes to do it. So I'm just like, I feel like it would be a waste of time to convince people like, oh yeah, you should try this when they're just gonna do it once and then they just give up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Versus like, I guess it's just a little bit different if someone's like, I want to try it. Then you're like, okay, I'll help you a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, oh, yeah.
That's fair. Yeah. That's fair. Yeah, because I think like the two things that you do, like jujitsu and comedy, are just in the eyes of a regular person so unnecessarily intense for day-to-day life.
Unnecessary. Yes, I would agree. Yeah.
It's like if someone's like, I mean, even imagine it's like, oh yeah, just take like a fitness boxing course if you want to punch something. Like that would be like the easy way out. Like do something much like, but you're not going to break an elbow.
Yeah. Take a cardio kickboxing class. You'll be fine. You're not hitting anyone. Yeah. You're just hitting pads. You know?
Yeah. I think it's one of the fun things about comedy is like the safety is off, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
you're never safe.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what I mean? Like sometimes, you know, you ride like 3 hot shows and you're like, oh fuck, it's coming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that bomb is coming. Like,
yeah.
I've been too hot for too long. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's a week and you're like, oh, something terrible is about to happen to me. You know what I mean?
It's funny that you're like, I've been bombing this year because when I last saw you for the Halloween show in October, or no, it wasn't Halloween. It was sometime last year. It was at St. Mark's Comedy Club.
Kiki's thing. Kiki Funny Mama had a thing.
No, it was Macy Kwok and Ricky Sim. Was that the New Year's show? Was that Chinese New Year this year?
They had the New Year show, which was the first time I did it, I think.
Okay, because that one, I remember you came and you absolutely murdered. And I was like, damn. I was like, Peter killed this. And now you're like, I've been bombing this year.
No, I'm exaggerating. I think this year's been like, it's actually going pretty well, but like there definitely have been some like, but like I think that's like just true with, you know, comedy, everything. You know, like jujitsu too. Sometimes you have good days, sometimes you have bad days. You get used to it.
I've noticed I have like almost like a 6 or 8 month cycle where it's like I kind of heat up for a little. I'm feeling good. I got jokes I'm happy with. I'm excited about, and then like I'll kind of come off that and be like, I'm sick of those jokes. Yeah. And so then I'm phoning it on stage and then I'm like, don't have anything at open mics. I'm just kind of bombing, figuring it out.
And you're like, you're not motivated.
And then all of a sudden I host a show or do something else that's like, oh, nice. That hit. Now I'm okay
again.
You're
like, oh shit, I got some new shit I want to work on.
Yeah.
It's highs and lows, man. I don't know. I've had this new thought where I'm just like, I feel like it's impossible. It's definitely impossible to be happy all the time. Right. Without a doubt. So it's just like figuring out what is acceptable to you.
Whoa.
You know what I mean? Like percentage wise, like let's say like I think it's impossible to be happy 90% of the time and like sad 10%. That seems like that's pretty damn good. And I don't think that's achievable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you just gotta be more happy than you are sad.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's like a 51-49, you know what I mean? Or it's like whatever that is. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if you could be happy all the time, then happiness wouldn't matter. And it's also like the fulfillment thing. Like nobody is ever actually fulfilled. You just get little things that give you a break and relief.
We're getting very deep.
Yeah, I mean, I always think about rich people. Like, how many rich people have you met that just fucking suck and are miserable because they have...
I hang with poor people.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Working class solidarity. But especially in New York City, you'll meet like there's like the trope of like the rich kid, rich parents, and like
they're probably also sad sometimes, right?
Because the thing is like us like regular type people, we have things that are like, oh, like you have to get your financial security, and sometimes you get a bonus, you come into some money, and that's like, oh, it's like a treat, it's refreshing. Yeah. For them, they have everything handed to them, and then no matter what they do in their life, they will never make more money than they're just handed on a daily basis. So imagine trying to self-fulfill when nothing you can't ever
Epstein's Island was made.
How what?
Epstein's Island was made. You're like, that's it. That's the last frontier.
But in the similar vein of like creativity, it's like there's a reason why all these like mega comedians that you see on like these podcasts, you know, your Bert Kreischer's, your Tom Segura's, Joe Rogan's, these people, they have it all. They have all the fans. They could do any project and live for the rest of their life and not have to think about comedy.
They could stop.
They could stop right now.
But they do it because
exactly.
What else would they be doing, right?
Yeah, and
they have something they enjoy.
You never hit the fulfillment point. You're never like, oh, ding, I'm done. Nice. So I think it's just a continual. You got to find some hill to climb.
Yeah. No, I think that's true. So it's just balancing what that is to you, right?
Yeah,
so it's like 60-40. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd say, right? 60-40? I don't know. Yeah.
40% happiness, 60% sad.
I think Dan Bilzerian said something similar where he's like
crazy person to get advice from.
No, yeah, absolutely. But he was like, oh, he was like, I was having some nine-some with these 8s, 9 supermodels, and he's like, I like brought some guy and I gave him one of them or something, and then they went off, had sex, and then he was talking about the happiness in this guy's eyes or something like that. He was like, yeah, to me, like none of this means anything. And I was like, that's actually kind of sad. You know what I mean?
It's really
like,
sad.
I was like, you're numb to like anything that could possibly make you happy at that point. Like you're just like,
it's the Epstein effect. When you have it all, you start doing fucked up shit to get those endorphins going.
That's how society implodes, right?
Yeah,
we just all go down that hole.
Yeah, we can't all go down that hole. Not everyone should not be able to be a rich content creator because
yes, only select few.
Only select few. I don't know, I think there's something like I had my friends Matt and Jack on the show recently, and they're graduating college this year. They do like character comedy, and they've been doing it for like 4 years now. And they're going to stay here. And they said, then Jack said something that, I mean, I turned into the clip, but he was like, it's the idea of making it is like interesting because it's like we live in New York City and we do our comedy every week and have fun every week. So
I think we kind of
made it.
I saw this. I actually saw this. Yeah, I agree with it. In here's my counterpoint though. Like I agree.
You disagree because you're in Boston.
No. I agree to because I think I had a similar thought when I did a college gig with my friends and I brought them. Like the guys I started with, like they opened for me, and then they did the show went well, and then afterwards we did their podcast, right? And I was like, guys, like this is it. We're like doing it. We're on the road. We did comedy. They fed us food. They put it on their own podcast. Yeah. And now you know what I mean. Like this is technically the thing. The only difference is like they didn't pay us that much, right? And there could have been like way more people, but like I was like. Technically, like you said, like we are doing the thing that we want to do. Yeah. But it's just like, I think it's like, it's a financial stability thing that you still have to consider. Yeah. So you can't just remove that from the equation. Yeah. I would agree that if you just had rich parents or like you just had money in the bag, then you can like settle and you'd be like, yeah, I'm already doing the thing I'm doing is cool. But like unless you have that financial thing taken care of, you still, in my mind, you still haven't actually made it. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? It makes sense. You're still like restrained by something.
If you want to like, once you push that line over to like, you can always pay your bills and have your life together financially then with the other thing. Yeah.
Okay. Then it's like, yes, you're doing what you love and you have nothing to worry about. You have no worries. Right. Well, you probably still have worries because life is still life, but like money is not one of them. Yeah. I guess that's it. Money is not one of those. The only difference.
Dude, I got my other podcast, my anime review podcast is telling you about. We have a Patreon and we have 9 subscribers right now, but we're kind of like adding more and more. Okay. It seems to the rate of adding seems to be increasing. And I was like, there might be a point where I'm just a guy who gets paid to review anime. Like I am doing that now in a very small amount. Yep. But I'm like, that could be a thing. And I'm like, if I time traveled the 14-year-old me and be like, you're going to be a comedian and you're going to get paid to review anime. He'd be like, fucking what?
Like what? Oh my God. No, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the goal, the financial aspect.
Because
well, not the goal, but a piece of it.
It's a piece that you have to fulfill, I think, is what it is. Because it's like, otherwise, I agree. We're all doing the thing that we said we want to be doing, right? Like, even like Akash headlined the New York Comedy Club and he's doing theaters now, right? He's technically doing the same club everyone else is. You know what I mean? Like, there's no difference. So it's like, yeah. It's just breaking even.
Breaking even.
And then you have, I wouldn't say no problems, less problems.
Less problems.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about money. That would be nice.
I can't imagine making enough money from just stand up to just live. My sleep schedule would be totally
so good,
fucked.
Right? Yeah. You'll be fucked, but like you don't have to like wake up. Like if you do a late set, you don't have to worry about waking up early and shit.
Yeah. Dude, today, I mean, we both woke up late. I woke up at 11:30 today. I literally was like, I need to shower and leave after like immediately. Yep. I'm like, okay, that was just because I literally went to one 10 p.m. show in Midtown. Yep. Throw the whole day off. Are you a morning person or night person?
I think I'm mostly a night person. I think
Night
I can be
person.
forced to be a morning person but I hate it. Like I'm like very angry. I'm like Bill Burr in the morning. You know what I mean? Just like very angry.
You should record a special in the morning.
I should run a special in the morning. I'll do it in Philly.
Do it in Philly.
Shit
yeah.
on their bells.
Low-key, I love Philadelphians.
Oh,
I haven't really spent time there, but everyone I've met from Philly has been really cool. And I love Eagles fans.
Okay.
I don't know. There's something about it. I think when the working class revolution comes, I think Eagles fans will be like the shock troops of the working class. Like I love a group of people who destroy a city so regularly that the city has to take measures to stop them.
That's one of those like you can't destroy me, I destroy myself type things.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Very cool.
Very cool. I'm into self-destructive people.
It's same with like the Bills fans, the Bills Mafia. You know, they just jump through folding tables. That's their whole thing. Is they get drunk and they jump into folding tables, and I'm like,
You're like, you don't want to fight that guy.
yeah, like what a cool identity.
It'd be funny if they have like, you know, The Bachelor where they like write people's occupations and age.
Yeah.
You're like, Brett 29 jumps through tables.
Dude, imagine the guy on the Bachelor, like The Bachelor, being a guy,
Being that guy,
being like a Philly, like an Eagles fan, or like a Bills Mafia guy.
that would be funny. You should pitch that. You should pitch that and then film it and see how terribly it goes.
A show where The Bachelor is the hottest but like most obnoxious piece of shit ever.
Isn't that The Bachelor?
Is it? I think that from what I understand, The Bachelor is just like, it's a hot guy, but he has the most like bland personality ever. Like he's a guy that
I don't actually watch it, so I have no idea.
We should start a podcast. We should watch it.
We should watch it and start reviewing. Yeah,
bring people in.
I've only seen it in parodies. I don't know what the actual show is like at all. I assume it's terribly uninteresting.
Yeah, dude, I can't watch reality TV.
Like, I assume, isn't The Bachelor like mostly for chicks? Isn't that like 80% of the demographic that like watches it?
Women and
I'm making up statistics, but we're allowed to do that on this podcast.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want about numbers. You can be happy for 40% of the time.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Great.
You can be sad for 60% of the time.
So you start doing comedy. You go to an open mic with your friend. You take the class. Did you have a class show at the end?
We did.
How would that go?
Murdered.
Really?
Well, the equivalent of murdering at a class show. So
yeah.
I think I just did well. But
Really
it's
good
also
stuff.
in front of your friends, right? It's in front of your friends. I think I did well. I watched it again like a year ago, and I'm like, that was terrible. But I think at the time I thought I was doing well. And I think it's decent, like for what it is, you know what I mean?
Right.
Decent for what it is. But you know, your friends are there,
Mm-hmm.
you know, they're supporting you, they're laughing and stuff. But I think I did like well enough that I kept going. You know what I mean? Like I feel like if I bombed at that, because that's like best case scenario. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a packed room, everyone's there to support their friends and stuff. And then I think afterwards, it was good enough that I kept doing stand-up.
Kept doing it. How long did it take you to get on a show after that one? When you're just hitting regular mics and stuff?
Probably like 6 months.
Okay.
Around there. I think I hit mics pretty infrequently in the beginning. Oh, sorry. I was like once a week, and I was like, oh, I did comedy, right?
Yeah.
And then I met a friend of mine, who's a comic, and he was doing like 2-3 a night. I was like, oh shit, I gotta step my game up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was possible.
Mm-hmm.
So then I think I got more into the groove of it because I wanted to take it more seriously. So then I was like hitting it. I would say 3 times a night. That's exaggerating. I mean, like once or twice.
Yeah.
But I was trying to like hit it like every day of the week, I think.
Yeah.
And then I was probably 6 months in, I started getting on like small shows. You know, they give you a 5-minute spot.
How was your first like real non-class show? How'd you do?
I don't remember.
That's probably for the best.
I have no idea. It was probably not. It was probably terrible.
Some people have like really traumatizing like first show experiences because you're so nervous about like fucking up a real thing, you know?
I think I probably did like not great, but not like the worst.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like just like a kind of like if you just saw a guy who's been doing 6 months go up and you're like, well, there's a laugh like once every 30 seconds or something. You know what I mean? Like they get something.
You're
But
like,
it's
well,
not-
we didn't not laugh.
yeah, like like that wasn't the worst.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think yeah, I don't remember too many of those shows. Some of them, I think some of them probably had to have gone well. I think some of them did go well enough for me to keep going. And I don't remember any catastrophic bombs until I did like this private gig for this 60-year-old retired Navy SEAL captain.
Whoa.
Yeah, so that was like years down the line, and that was like that's still like my worst bomb.
What happened?
So this his wife was nice enough to hire me off of like the Bash, the Gig Salad. I don't know, like they're like third party vendors for hiring comics.
You got to fill me in on this later. I've
Okay.
never heard about this.
Okay, it's like yeah, it's like third party. So like people will want to hire like comedians for like weddings, college gigs. I don't know, VFWs, bunch of random shit. Anyways,
Blowing my mind. I didn't know there was a place where you could fucking do this. I was thinking about creating a comedy LinkedIn to figure it out. What?
Gianmarco is the one who told me about it. Actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Gianmarco, back when he was still doing bullshit Zoom shows with everyone else.
Anyway, Navy SEAL private party.
Navy SEAL private party. It was his 60-year-old birthday. His wife was nice. He hired me. I brought my friends. They opened. Most of them did pretty well, I would say. And then I went up and I was doing like it was an hour and a half show, so I had to do like I think 45, and it was probably my first time doing that amount of time.
It's a lot.
And I thought I could do it, which was a mistake.
Yeah. There's a reason why comedians who are like 8 to 10 years in are like, all right, I'm doing my 30 minutes this week.
yeah. I was like, this is could be a loose 45. But I think the first like 10-ish minutes was fine. And then it was like during the pandemic or like as we were coming out of it. So I had this whole like Asian hate crime bit, which objectively is very funny and doesn't really, it's not even political. It's just making fun of how people addressed it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I think the response was like a super Asian response where it's like very soft, very palatable. Not palatable. Just like not enough action. You know what I mean? Anyways, because they were handing people whistles, like self-defense whistles. I was like, what? Like, this is what you guys came up with?
Dude, Lee hands like she ordered like a bunch of these like weird like keychain spikes on like
I kind of like
on
that.
the internet.
That's hilarious.
So now when she has if she has female friends over and they leave late at night, she like gives them a weapon.
Like a brass knuckle.
Yeah, I'm like, you're like an arms dealer, dude. Like,
that's hilarious. I like that. That I would even prefer. I don't think legally you could do that, like hand out brass knuckles and spikes and stuff. But like you could hand out mace, like mace.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, whistles, like a whistle is just a cry for help. You know what I mean? Like it's not. It still requires that other people come help you.
Yeah,
you know
I think in the city, it's also very surprising how few people will come help you in a situation.
That's the other thing, right?
Because
like,
they also evaluate the risk and the danger and like what is going on here, and it's like sometimes it's a mess.
Yeah, you would. You're also assuming that once they hear it, they're like, okay, I'll help you, which is like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So I had a bit about whistles but like I brought up the topic. I was like, oh, like stop Asian hate, blah 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 blah, and then I was like, oh, there's been like an increase in crimes towards Asians, right? And then when I said that, the Navy SEALs guy pointed towards his son, and he's like, yeah, my son, that's the guy. I was like, what? He commits hate crimes? I was like, this is not gonna go well. You know what I mean? I was like, oh shit. So then I think I proceeded to bomb for like the next like 15 minutes probably. And this is very long because this is like I said, this is the first times I did a long set. And normally I would just get off stage if I was doing shitty for like 2-3 minutes, right? You'd be like, all right, I can just leave.
Yeah, but you're paid.
You're paid for the hour and a half. So I was like, I need to do 45. So I just stayed up there just like eating shit for so long. And then yeah, the gig ended. We said thank you, and then we just got the fuck out of there.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's rough, dude.
Yeah, it was one of those really bad ones where it's just like, you know how like when some people like if like someone comes up to you like an audience member, they're like, oh, you were great, good job, and then like maybe another comic came up that didn't do so well, and they're like, yeah, you were there, you know what I mean? Like something like that. There was a lot of like that at the end. They were just like, oh, they're like, yeah, like good job. I'm like, look, we don't need to talk. Okay, just let me leave. Let me leave.
I started doing this thing where if I don't do well, but my friends do well, when the show ends, I kind of go off alone for a little bit.
Yeah,
so that audience members don't have to do that.
Yeah, you're like, all right, I just like I don't need your pity right now. Let me go wallow in my shit. And so
yeah, I did a road gig in February. I actually talked about it last week on Andre Madrano's episode because we did it together. But it was in Vermont and it was a ski resort gig. It was super sick. I bombed for 15 minutes. This room was like not it. They were paying attention, not laughing, and then the back half of the room was just like chaos. So there's a lot of distraction and like it was bad. But the next day, like they had given us free lift tickets for being on the show, which was a super dope perk. And we go to get the lift tickets, and the lady at the lift ticket counter was sitting like front and center at the show. And she's like, "You guys did so great. You're so funny. Thank you so much." I'm like, I don't know if we were at the same show.
But you still got the lift tickets.
Got the lift ticket and a hotel room.
That's what's important.
Which is sick. It was a fantastic gig. I was like, that one, I was like, wow, I'm a real comedian.
Yeah, right? Yeah. You get them, you're like, oh, they paid me. I got accommodations. People are treating me nice.
But I bombed super hard. And at one point, I have this funny joke about Amtrak right now. And I go, do we take the Amtrak in here? Silence. No response. I was like, really? And then some girl, like a 10-year-old girl in the back goes, what's Amtrak? It's like, all right.
That was probably a good save though, right? That was funny. Like probably got a laugh.
It was funny for the second, and then the rest of my set was just downhill. At one point, I even said, guys, this set has made me realize I've been performing for mentally ill 26-year-olds in Brooklyn for way too long.
That's good. That's a good line.
Comics laughed at that. No one else got that. I was like, I can't wait for this.
Where was this?
It was at Sugarbush up in Vermont.
Oh, that's Vermont. That's a whole different crowd.
Whole different crowd. Because it's not even like Vermonters. It's like tourists from the Northeast converging. And there's a lot of factors that went into it. I definitely could have done better. I think a lot of the tools that I would use early on in open mics in public places for capturing attention, I haven't had to use those in my comedy career for a while because I'm doing shows where people are going to see comedy. So they shut the fuck up and they watch comedy. Yeah. But this was a situation where they kind of came for comedy, but everyone was treating it as background noise. So I should have...
You got to crowd work a little bit, get people to pay attention, all that stuff.
Matt Vita crushed. He's one of the producers who booked me, and he did awesome. They were kind of tepid at first, but he got there and he has this rap about old man balls. And when he did that, everyone was like locked in. I was like, that was it. That was it. You just get a little bit of something there, but you live and learn.
Live and learn.
You bomb and learn.
You bomb and learn. No, because you're like, oh, I have to get better.
Have to get better.
I have to get better. That's it. That's it. Yeah.
So you hosted a Zoom show during the pandemic, and that's where I met you.
Comics Who Showered, check it out.
Great
title.
I mean,
you can't really do it, but maybe.
Yeah. That one was when David Dobbins moved to the city.
Yes.
And he was like, oh, hey, man, I can connect you with my friend who runs a Zoom show, which was super dope. Thanks for putting me out.
Yep,
and I didn't have a tape. I don't have tapes really very often. So I sent you literally like a tape that was like 1.5 years old at that point. It was 2.5 minutes.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't remember much of this, but
I was like, I hope he likes it. But yeah, you're like, cool, man. So what was it like? How was it running a Zoom show? What were the epic highs and lows of Zoom comedy for you?
That's funny. I think you had a good set. Didn't you have a thing about Rat Fuck Alley?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. That was my like flagship joke for like 2 years, and I had to retire it because it was just getting... I was like, this is too much of a crutch.
That was good. What was the highs and lows of running a Zoom show? Okay, highs, a lot of highs, I would say. Because like it was a pandemic, so like comics were all fucked. So you could get like big name people to do your show because everyone was just confused. Like it brought everyone to like, everyone became like, I don't want to say an open micer, but like everyone became like, accessible.
There's an equalization.
There's an equalization that occurred. So you're like, everyone's screwed. So you got like, I think there were a lot of like LA comics, New York comics that would do the show. And I think Comics Who Showered really springboarded their careers. And now some of those people are doing Netflix specials. So I don't know how you explain the difference, but
all because of you.
So really because of me.
The Netflix execs lurking in the with their camera off, mic off in the background.
You were one of the muted people.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that was really cool. I think getting to like meet comics from like around the world. I think Lise Miele headlined a show. Dina Hashem, JR, the Guzman, Chill Dude. He also headlined one. Like a bunch of comics that like normally you would never even see in your city.
Right.
Could come and do your show. I made Jason Long doing that. He's a Malaysian comic. So yeah, getting to see other comics work. And then the other thing was I think Zoom was good for riffing. Because like everyone did the thing where you looked at people's rooms and then you're like, if your room was a little weird, people would just like go off on you. Like, bro, why do you have like 3 diplomas?
I should have thought about that. That's a good one.
So that's like, I remember spending a lot of time like in between, you know, when people said it's like writing, trying to riff off of people's rooms and cameras and stuff.
Whoa, smart.
Yeah. That and like facial expressions was good. So yeah, that's probably a good part. The networking. It was also just like something to do because like we had, you know what I mean? Like you're just stuck inside.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It was rough.
Yeah, it was rough. Like it was like, and people would like hang at those shows for like half an hour afterwards. Sometimes like it was like me and the comics that I'm friends with, right? We would like usually hang after the show and we would like chat about the show, maybe stay like an hour or two. But like there are some times where like audience members would just stay to hang out. Whoa. And they would just like, and like it got to a point where I was just like, oh well, like that's the show, let's all sign off. So then we would like sign back on as just, you know, like the 4 of us. You know, I was like, you should leave now. You know what I mean? But that just tells you like this how little people had to do at the time.
It's the idea of watching a Zoom show now is like insane.
Yeah.
But it was truly like there's something also magical about the pandemic. Terrible thing that happened, but everyone was kind of in it together in some way. So people were more likely to be like, oh yeah, like I want to reach out to others and like have some sense of community.
Yes.
And
yes.
Just see what's going on, you know?
Yep. Cons. Let's see. Cons. Zoom heckling, the people who would
in the chat.
No, Zoom bombers.
Zoom bombers.
Like people, I think that was probably really the only thing. Well, sometimes people wouldn't show up, people wouldn't turn their cameras on, you know, all that stuff. They'd be unmuted, so whatever. You could kind of like deal with that. And the Zoom bombers was annoying because like some people just like I think that one of the close to last shows we did, like some people just like Zoom bombed the link and then they could just like, you know, they just like said a bunch of like racist shit and then left and stuff like that.
Oh
yeah. And then people got mad at me. They were like, why didn't you renounce these people? I'm like, I thought that was obvious that I'm not on the side of the racists, but thank you. Thank you for questioning me.
I did a Zoom show one time where one of the audience members during every comedian set was just in the chat, like roasting them and talking shit about them.
Oh yeah, that happened too. I remember that. Yeah.
Come on, give us a break.
Yeah. Yep.
I had trouble with the no laughing part. Because like there was something that
the delay, right?
Yeah,
the delay, and sometimes if there's not enough people who actually turn their like mics on, some of those were like shitty because you're just like, well, I'm just talking to a void.
Yeah. Well, and also the way that the Zoom software works is it prioritizes whoever is the most recent loudest speaker in a way. So like there'd be times where I'd be watching comics and they'd be doing a joke and then an audience member would start laughing as they're telling the punchline. And so their audio would get deprioritized and then no one else hears the punchline. You're like,
or like you're telling a punchline or you're talking and then there's old people who don't understand how technology works in the back and they're just screaming. Yeah. Like, Greg, get the like, oh, you fucking old people, mute your mic, goddammit. Yeah.
It's definitely a fun, like, sign of the times. I don't know what situation. It's crazy because the only way I can imagine Zoom comedy being a thing again is literally another pandemic. World War III. Something, you know.
Ukraine, step it up.
Peter's got a Zoom comedy empire to run. So pandemic, you were probably about 2.5 years into comedy around the pandemic.
Probably.
Yeah. Did you, after the pandemic, after Zoom comedy, I remember you popped into New York City because we were all doing stuff outside on rooftops and stuff.
Oh yeah. That was still not fully back to normal yet. Yeah.
Right.
Outdoor shit.
And then you went back, you started an outdoor mic in Boston, right?
Yes, I did.
How was that?
I remember this was when like Sam Morril was doing his like rooftop crap.
Yeah.
And then I came here and I was like, we have rooftops in Boston.
Yeah.
We have you know what it was? I went to Central Park and they were doing mics and shows in Central Park.
Yep.
Which I don't know if you can really call them shows.
They were great.
I guess, yeah. But I remember seeing all the signs and the like one of them was like, I don't know if it was New York Comedy Club or one of them, but like it was one of the clubs and they put their like a little picket in front of a tree.
Stand Up New York,
probably. Yeah. And I was like, wow, the comedy clubs have been reduced to trees in Central Park. You know what I mean? Because that's how you would find, like, you'd be like, oh, this mic is in Central Park, but where? Because it's a fucking park. And you have to ask other comics, like, oh, it's by this tree next to this other tiny bridge or some shit.
Yep.
And there will be multiple shows happening at the same time. Shows, mics, whatever you want to call them. I remember walking the park and seeing like 4 shows at the same time.
Yep.
And 3 of them were like reputable clubs and the other one's just like random people. And you're like, we can definitely do this in Boston. Like without a doubt. I was like, we have rooftops, we have trees. Yeah. So then I went back and started an outdoor mic, which was probably the most successful mic I've ran.
Really?
Because it was in the day. I was like, we called it Saturday in the Park because not creative for the naming. But it was like in the afternoon, like 2-3 o'clock.
Yeah.
So like the sun was out and then we would like play basketball afterwards.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
So like people usually had a good time. People were attentive because there's only like 10 people.
Yeah.
Maybe like 15 at the most. But it's like everyone's there. Like I think that was actually better because like it's like if you're like 6 to 10 comics and it's outdoors and there's like a picnic table, like it's like, yeah, like everyone does their shit and then we're done in less than an hour. You know what I mean? So like people were paying attention. The sunlight definitely helped.
It's fun.
There was a dog park, so we riffed on that a little bit. Yeah. They tried to kick us out of the park a couple times.
Typical.
No, that was probably the most successful mic I ran. Yeah.
Nice. We did when we had our backyard mic.
Yeah, that was a good mic too.
We ran it through the winter, the 2020 2021, because there was nothing indoors open, but we moved it to Saturdays at 2 p.m. so we could at least have sunlight and wouldn't be cold. And that was brutal. People were like, that year we had like 2 snowstorms that were like 18 inches of snow. So I would like shovel the whole backyard and flatten it. And then people would just be there with their like huge puffer jackets on. It's like,
oh man.
I don't know. I loved outdoor comedy. There was just something like magical about it because everything was just like an informal hang. It was just
it's like a picnic. It's like a hang, a picnic. I would agree with that. I think that's why the mics worked better because people were just like, well, we're just hanging out.
Right.
Whereas like in dark rooms, people may be like less willing to listen or stuff. I don't know. Yeah. The sound definitely didn't reverberate as well. You know what I mean?
Definitely
Like, it's like you can't, but
it was really hard.
And the mask sucked. Remember? Because you're like, I can't hear you and I can't see if you're smiling. Let's just.
Yep. I do remember that. The people wearing masks, he can't even.
Yeah.
There's a guy I play a tabletop miniatures game on Mondays, and one of the guys I play with has worn a mask the whole time. I've been in this group for like a year and a half, almost 2 years now, and like I've never seen the bottom half of his face. And he's also a quiet talker. I love him; he's a great dude. But like, if you're across the table from him, you do a lot of what? You do a lot of like leaning in. And yeah, pandemic, like outdoor comedy, there was a lot of like gauging people's eyeballs. Like, are they smiling? Okay, I think those are smiling eyes. They must be laughing.
There's also a lot of people's upper faces not like being what you thought. Their lower face not being, you know what I mean, symmetrical with their upper face. You're like, that's what you look like?
Yeah.
I remember there was a lot of
that. There's something I noticed. I feel like the mask is something, there's something kind of, like it makes everyone kind of mysterious and cool because you don't know what's under there. Like you don't have a full personality. You're just like, oh, I see is their eyes. Like, what are they like? I don't know.
Yeah. I think people got catfished a lot.
Oh yeah. Mask fishing.
Yeah. People with beautiful eyes and no teeth.
Yeah. Huge piercing blue eyes, all gums. So you do your park mic. How long does that last? Is it just like a summer, fall thing or a few months? Or?
I think it ran like a year and a half.
Whoa, that's a good
It
run.
was summer, like, but we took the winter off. It got too
Right.
cold, and then some other comics were asking if I want to start it up again, and I'm like, no, I'm doing other things now.
Yeah, I was gonna ask how many mics are you doing now during a week?
So I got my own room at the Jungle in Somerville. Check it out, listeners. Somerville, Massachusetts. So there's I run a weekly show and monthly show, and then all the 3 out of the 4 weeks are mics.
Nice.
So then I don't actually go to. I'll go to a mic if I need to really like work on something. Like I'm like I need to get this out now. But I think I've been doing well enough in Boston where I have like a show pretty much like I'd say like 5 out of the 7 nights of the week.
Wow,
so it's like
dope. That's sick.
So yeah, I don't go to that. I go to my mic, and then like if I really want to work on something, I'll go to like another mic.
That's great. Yeah. That's like the making open micer making it is getting booked enough where you don't have to do mics.
You don't have to do mics. Yeah.
I'm like, I just got a weekly spot somewhere, and it's like, I'm so relieved because I used to run that weekly show with David Dobbins, and it was brutal getting audience in there and trying
2 virgins, right?
Yeah, 2 virgins trying to run a show, and now I have a weekly spot somewhere else. I was like, oh, this is like 2 virgins, but I don't have to stress about it.
Yeah,
like,
you don't have to put in the work.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
There's always going to be some type of audience here. We can just have fun, work it out, and I'm like, that's the best. Like, there's something where you do open mics until you get booked on a show, but the thing is like you won't get booked on a lot of shows unless you do a lot of shows because you get better by doing a lot of shows.
Yep.
So there's this weird like snake eating its tail
like
paradox.
Positive feedback type thing. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the people, I noticed that too, because like I have to book the shows in Boston now too. And I'm like, when you become a booker, you understand actually some of the like you don't want to do it because it's just a lot of work and people just hate you for no reason afterwards.
Yep.
But you kind of like understand like the business aspect a little bit more. But you also see like the people get booked more because people who are booking see the people who get booked.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
So it's like, oh well, then that's who you would book, right?
Yeah.
And then like if you don't go to mics anymore, which I don't go to too much except for the one that is mine, like you don't really see anyone else, right? If you think about it, unless you see them on another show that you're doing. So, yeah,
it's a weird cycle to break out of. I feel like as far as open micers go, I'm like, I think my best advice now for people who want to get on shows is like, just keep doing open mics, make friends, but really just go to a show. And if the people who run the show have never seen you do stand up, they're probably not going to book you, but there's a chance you might get thrown up.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I would say keep doing open mics and then just start your own mic/show.
That's a big one.
That's the only way you can actually guarantee you get stage time is just starting your own shit, and then you like learn how to like maybe crowd work a little bit, riff a little bit, host a little bit. You learn that people spam you with a lot of annoying emails.
Lots of DMs. I got people still hitting me up for spots, and I keep having to tell them like I don't have anything. Like I don't know where you got the impression I have something, but I don't.
Yeah.
The becoming a producer is like it's like a cheat code to getting like spots, and like I feel like most people I would ask early on in my stand-up career is like, how'd you start getting booked on shows? Like I just started my own show.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I guess that works. But then when you start your own show, then you have to do the marketing and the tickets and the venue.
You basically have to put in the work.
You have to put in a lot of work.
Either be really good or put in work.
Yeah.
Which I feel like if you were really good, you probably put in work anyway.
Yeah. But I don't know how different the comedy landscape is between New York City and Boston. But running an indie show in New York City, like you got to have a gimmick. You got to have a poll. You got to have friends who are already here because there's too much to choose from already, so that audience members
so much available things you could be doing. I think in Boston, there's like I put a lot of in the beginning. I paid for Facebook ads. I put up paper flyers, and then I barked still.
Nice,
which is annoying, but I think ultimately I figured out that you have to post in specific Facebook groups. That's the best way. Like community groups where like people like if you were normal and you went to a city and you wanted to figure out where do I go hiking, like you would join that Facebook group.
Right.
It's like that for comedy. So there's like 10 of those I I post in, and that's
Yeah.
like how I've been pulling people.
There was one we used to post our show in. I don't think a single person came from this group, but it was everything to do in NYC. Facebook group, 100,000+ members, right? It's so funny because it's not like people posting events and stuff to go to. It's literally like a million posts of people like, I'm staying in Times Square with my family. Is it safe to ride the subway to like the financial district? Like questions like that. I'm like, okay, I don't think we're getting any
You're
of
like,
these people.
it's only safe at this location where I host comedy.
Exactly. If you and your 10 friends come to the show, I'll escort you to wherever hotel you're staying.
Guarantee safety.
Guarantee safety.
Laughter optional. I don't know. I don't know. I think I remember talking to some comic. I don't remember who. They're like all the marketing is kind of annoying, right? Like all the producing and the headache, the booking, all that crap. But they're like, if you want to do comedy, if you want to just do comedy for fun, it's whatever. But if you want to do comedy as a career, you have to understand that it's like the most entrepreneurial thing you'll ever have to do, because you're the writer, you're the producer, you're the person acting, performing, you're marketing, you make graphic, like you network with other people. Like it's, so it's like, and I was like, oh, all right. So maybe I should just accept this earlier on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like, you're pretty much always at the mercy of another entity. And I think we're lucky enough to have social media be a thing where you could pop off. Granted, you still need help from other people, but like, it's doable technically, right? But it's like, yeah, like if you're like just starting comedy and you want stage time, like the only way to actually guarantee stage time is you have something that you can give yourself. That's it, right? So it's like, it makes sense. I was like, oh, yeah.
I call it like having a resource, like a comedy resource, or like comedy capital, is if you have a thing that you do for other people where you can give them something they want, they'll give you stuff you want.
Yeah, it becomes more business, right? So it's just like, oh, this is like you foster, you have something of value.
Yeah.
And I think it also changed my mind in how I looked at, it made me more grateful after I started booking shows at people that book me on their shows.
Yeah.
Because I think it's like, in my mind, I'm like, why won't you book me? I'm funny. Like when you were earlier, right? But then you're like, oh, like, do I sell tickets? No. You know what I mean? Do most of these people sell tickets? No. So it's like the show producer is doing all the work, right? They pick the venue, they pick the lineup, they work with the venue to get the time, they put on the Eventbrite, the Facebook groups, they get all the seats in the buckets, and they give you like this platform for you to work on your craft. You know what I mean? So it's like my perspective changed. I'm like, because there's like, it's a demand supply thing. There's like thousands of comics, very few shows.
Yes.
Right. So it's like, I think before I thought more so as an artist. I'm like, I'm performing my art for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm giving you this thing where like you start producing. I'm like, no, not really. I was like you're all funny people. Like you could book on a lineup, but it's not like you have a draw. Like, you know what I mean? Like you'll pull.
Yeah.
Because if you did, that's like a true professional comic, right? They like, I can sell a club, I can headline the club, people come see me.
Yeah.
Right? Like unless you're at that level, which like, you know, most people like less than a decade, I would say, are not.
Yeah, 98% of comics now are not.
Are not. Like they're building to that phase. It's just like, I was like, a lot of people just arrogant for no reason. I was like, yeah, it's just like they're doing you a favor by putting you on the show. Yeah. Right? Yeah.
I am like anything I get in comedy, I am so grateful. And I like, there was someone, I forgot who said it, but it's like, you want to be the person that like that producer wants to book. Like if they're throwing you a bone and giving you a spot, like show up early for the show, ask help if they need setting up, like, you know, make sure you have a good set, don't run the light, just be like a very bookable professional person. Yeah. And then people remember that at least, because comics, like for some reason you can book comics and it'll be their only spot for the night and they'll still show up 30 minutes late to the show. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like a whole thing. Like the entrepreneurial aspect of it, I think is, for me at least, is challenging because you get into it to tell jokes and just be funny and learn stand up, but then there's so many other things.
There's so much of stand up that I didn't realize. Like you get in stand up to tell jokes, right? But then you're like, oh, I need to be able to be funny off the cuff. I need to be able to riff. I need to be able to crowd work when people don't pay attention. Like I have to learn all these other skills. And then on top of that, like performative skills, I have to learn how to write well.
Yeah.
And then like you said, the whole business aspect, which is like all these different buckets, right? There's like networking, producing, marketing, social media, and then like they all like have their own branches. You're like, oh fuck, I'm like building a company where the product is me still. You know what I mean? Like
it's the whole thing. It's like, oh, you want a spot? Okay, start a show. Okay, now you're learning how to talk to business owners. Okay, now you're learning how to set up Eventbrite. Okay, now you're either becoming a graphic designer or you're linking up with graphic designers.
Exactly. And then
you make the flyer, then you got to get the show description, then you got to run social media, and you
learn how to market, you got to post frequently enough. And it's just like
nightmare.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, but I was like, oh, I guess you got to do it at a certain point.
Yeah, the brand thing, that whole like universe of like you as a brand, I'm still like working on that. This year I'm going to put together a website, but it's like, I think a lot of times, for me at least, I think like comedy is like finding a path of least resistance to your funniest self or your best projects. Like I think there's things that each of us do very naturally and like to do, and it doesn't feel as exhausting as some other things.
Yes.
So I think it's good to try to team up with people who like to those things you don't like to do, so you can do the things that they don't like to do.
Marketing, I like graphic design or whatever. Yeah. Yep. And then
like this like podcasts, like I could podcast all day, every day. It is never any effort for me to do a podcast, edit a podcast, anything like that. Like, so those are things like me and Connor who run this studio. It's like, here's something that we can provide to the community because it's like no sweat off our back.
And you enjoy doing it.
We enjoy doing it. Versus if you were like, hey, can you set up like an Eventbrite for a show? I'd be like, please, no. No. Can you book a photographer and then post the photos after the show? I'd be like, I can't. I just can't do the social media.
That's when you start building an actual team, right? Because then it's no longer just you, right? It's like you have friends and whatever people, or you hire clients, whatever vendors. Yeah, like you said, like photographers, videographers. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
I never like before I started comedy, I didn't realize how many creative people are just around. You know, like you kind of are in college, you might have a friend who does photography or a friend who paints.
There's a lot of them. There are a lot of people not making money in the city.
And it's like, but then you start doing a creative thing and meeting with other creatives and you're like, oh, it's like everybody does something, you know?
Yep.
It's almost overwhelming. I'm like, I have too many recommendations for any type of person that you could possibly need for any project.
It's cool though. Like you meet people, right? Yeah.
And that's like the second best thing about comedy. The best thing about comedy is obviously
the stand-up.
Crushing.
Yeah. People telling you that you're awesome.
Yeah. People patting you on the back.
The affirmations. Yeah. That's really what it is.
I had one audience member one time ask me what my podcast was after a set. It's probably my best set ever. And I was like, that's the first fucking audience member. And it feels so good.
Did you have like a thing ready to go? Like a little sticker or something?
No, I wasn't even prepared. I was just like, here, you got Instagram?
You got Instagram?
But the next best thing is definitely like the community.
Yeah.
I think meeting people, hanging out is great. Comedy is a great hang.
It's chill. Meet people.
It's chill. Yeah.
It's chill. No, it is chill. I think like I've met, definitely, I think Jujitsu, I've also met a lot of people, but comedy, I probably met.
Yeah, you're meeting Ronnie Chang.
People. Yeah. He invited me to his after party after that thing, which I thought was dope.
Nice.
He didn't have to. And that's where I saw Vic again.
Vic rules.
Love Vic. Yeah. I just saw Vic earlier today and yesterday. Vic, I saw, we did the show, we had drinks, and then I saw him at Ronnie's after party. And I was like, yo, what's up, Vic? And he's like, who are you? I'm like, we did a show and we had drinks. And he was like, who are you?
How far apart were the after party and the show though?
Dude, it was like 2 days.
2 days.
It was like 2 days. I was like, and he was like, you know what? He was like, it's the glasses. I'm like, what the fuck you mean it's the glasses? This is not very different.
Actually, yes. I will say there are times when people will come to my open mic who have come regularly and they'll show up either without their hat or without their glasses. And I'll be like, what is your name? Like, what is this?
You have a whole different identity.
I get caught off guard by that all the time, but that's fair. Yeah. But yeah, that's sick. There's also this crazy thing, like you mentioned, the Zoom comedy. It's wild just being a person who lives in one city and then you meet a friend who goes to another, like you know a comic who goes to a city and they go there and they come back and go, oh, did you meet this person? And they're like, yeah, they're awesome.
And you know them. Yeah, right.
in the 1800s, you weren't allowed to know people in other cities.
It's illegal.
And especially with comedy, it's like you just know so many people. Like if you see like two or like a couple road comics hanging out, they'll name drop people and be like, oh yeah, this place, this town, this city, all these people. I'm like, it's wild.
Like Sam's podcast with Mark, like they name drop a bunch of Boston people. I'm like, yeah, I know all those people. You know what I mean? And then
what's funny is when I meet Boston people, name dropping all the Boston people who left Boston, and they're like, oh yeah,
I know all the people who don't live there anymore.
Yeah.
Right?
I keep saying New York City has more Boston comedians than Boston does.
Probably. It's funny. It's funny now because like I think I've met more of the Zoom comics we met during Zoom, like live, like EJ Masacampo. I don't know if you know him. We met.
No.
Who else have I met? Some from probably LA comics, but yeah. Doug Stanhope was on an open mic once. I remember doing a Zoom open mic, and I was like, "What are you doing here?" And that's what like people, all the the chat on the Zoom, people are like, "What are you doing here?" And he stayed for the whole fucking open mic, which was crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah, I had some terrible bit about sailing, and he like said a word about it, and I was like, you listened and everything.
I had a friend who took like a sketch class, like an online sketch class. I forgot through what school, but like Drew Carey was in it.
Oh, wow.
And he was just like, what?
Why? Just like,
I guess what people say about Drew Carey is as like a comedian, he's just always doing something to improve. And he's not like too ahead of himself. He's always just like.
Probably a good mentality to have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, if I was a famous comedian already taking a sketch class, I'd be like,
yo, let me just
You're welcome.
Let me run this class, okay?
Awesome. Well, we're kind of wrapping up on time here. We got another recording coming in, but let me ask you the final question. What do you love about stand-up comedy?
All the bitches.
All the bitches?
All two of them. No.
All two of them?
What do I love about it? I think we already hit it on the nail. I think it's probably just crushing, right? Like that's probably the just that feeling. Like I don't think anything beats the feeling of after you like crushed and murdered or the affirmations. That's why we do it. That's it.
Yeah,
that's really it. It makes you feel good. Makes you feel good to make other people feel good. Yes,
that's true.
But most importantly, it makes you feel good.
Yeah. You work really hard to make them feel good. If you make them feel good enough, they'll make you feel good
exactly.
too. Yeah.
It's reciprocal.
It's reciprocal.
It's reciprocal.
It's kind of weird when you think about it like that. Yeah. It's like, well, man, a lot of people pleasing in there.
It's true. It's true.
Awesome. Well, dude, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, man. This was fun.
Really good seeing you again. Glad we got to talk comedy. Where can the people find you?
Y'all can find me in Boston live if you like, or on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all the social medias. It's at Peterloo Comedy, at PETRLIU Comedy. That's everything. I'm doing follow for a follow, guys. If you follow me, I will follow you to your house.
Awesome, guys. Well, go all the way to Boston, see Peter, go hang out with him, follow him on Instagram, go to his show in Somerville.
The Jungle. Come check out the Jungle.
Go check out the Jungle. Go to his mic, go to his show. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in this week, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.
Hasta luego.